Hello, welcome back to Life Journey Production Studios. My name is Keith, and this is lesson 5 in our Stream Deck Plus series. In this episode, we're going to basically take a profile pack from Sideshowfx, and we're going to download it and install it. There are a number of steps to get it in the Stream Deck Plus, coordinating it with your Premiere Pro, which is what we're going to download that pack. I actually have downloaded both the Premiere Pro for the Stream Deck XL and the new Stream Deck Plus, but we're going to focus in this video on downloading that profile for the Stream Deck Plus. So I will be able to use it to be doing all my editing in Premiere Pro. I'm very excited. So the shortcuts hopefully will save me time and I'll be able to produce more videos. So let's go ahead and go over and take a look at Sideshowfx, their website, and I just have it cropped right now so you can see. So they have their home page where they have videos rolling. We're going to start on the store page, and as you scroll down to the store page, you can see all the different applications that they're writing these profiles for, the different devices. You have 4 of them there, the Stream Deck, you also have the Loop Deck, and you have the Touch Portal. And then you have the new Stream Deck Plus right there on the screen. We're going to click right here on the Stream Deck Plus, and that'll take us to all the plugins that they have. They have Photoshop profiles there, and then next to that, they have DaVinci Resolve, so that should excite some of you. Then you have Photoshop Pro profiles, and next to that, you have Premiere Pro profiles, Cubase Pro profiles. You have all of those available, and we're going to focus in on the Premiere Pro profiles, which you can see are right here. And so that's what I have downloaded, and that's what we're going to dive into and install right now. So now we are going to come back here up to the very top of the page, and I will go into my account, and I've already purchased the 2 plugins I want, the Premiere Pro pack for the Stream Deck Plus and the Premiere Pro pack for the Stream Deck XL. So we're going to go up to my account. I'm going to go to my orders. We're going to go right over here into the 2 downloads. So all I need to do once these are ready and purchased is go up here and click on the download item. Now for the Stream Deck Plus, it's pretty simple. It gives you a zip folder. We're going to take a look at that, and you just unzip it into a directory, and you may want to get it nice and organized on either your Macintosh or your PC so that it's easy to find everything, especially if you're going to download more than one of these profiles. You're going to want to make sure you have a destination. So I purchased 2 of those profiles, and I want to make sure that I'm only accessing the stuff I need for the Premiere Pro pack for the Stream Deck Plus. So that's what we're going to focus on right now. So here's the Plus. So we hit this download icon. I've already done that. It's going to download onto my laptop. We'll open that up now, and we will close this. And so now you can see that I could go down in here to my travel drive, and in my travel drive, I have a folder called Sideshowfx. And as I go in here, I have both of these folders I created, Stream Deck Plus, Stream Deck XL. We're going to click into Stream Deck Plus. And then this is the folder, and inside that you have the Mac version and then the Premiere Stream Deck pack. So if I go back here to the main folder, click on this, and then down in here, I have the Stream Deck profiles, and here's the Windows version and the Mac version. We're going to need those, and we're going to need these keyboard shortcuts, and these keyboard shortcuts get installed inside Adobe Premiere Pro so that it will then know exactly what shortcut to take so that when you push a button, the Sideshowfx pack works or profiles work. So the first step is going to be to do that. So I'm going to right-click on this profile. So again, you go into your Premiere Pro Stream Deck pack, go to keyboard shortcuts, go into Windows. If you're Mac, you're going to go into the Mac file. If you're Windows like I am, you're going to go into the Windows file. I'm going to right click on that. I'm going to copy. And now we're done with that, we'll go get set up here for the next step, and we'll come back to that folder. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up Premiere Pro, and that's going to open up here in just a moment, and we'll go larger to see just that. So now that we're in Premiere Pro, we're going to go over here to Edit, go down here to Keyboard Shortcuts, and these are the keyboard shortcuts that we're going to access. And you can see right now I do not have the profile in here, so we're going to go back. We're going to leave this for right now, and we're going to close it. And now I'm going to show you what directory you go to. So inside your PC and your Mac is going to be very similar. We're going to go into Documents. We're going to go into Adobe Premiere. Going to go down here to Premiere Pro. And in Premiere Pro, we're going to click on this version of Premiere Pro. And then I'm going to go into Profiles, and that's my name. You'll have your name there, whatever you set your profile. And then we want to go down into this Windows directory. So once again, Documents. In Documents, we're going to open up Adobe. In Adobe, we're coming down to Premiere Pro. In Premiere Pro, we're going to open up version 23.0 because that's the latest version that I have. Then I'm going to click on my profile, click on Windows, and now I'm going to paste this file in there. Step one is done. So we can close this, and now we'll open up Windows, Premiere Pro, and you'll have a Mac folder when you're dropping that into your Mac. So pretty much similar to it. You just have to go into the Mac version on your Macintosh, and you can look at their video, and I'll have a link in the description below that walks you through how to install it on the Mac. But right now we're focusing on a PC. So then I can go up here and I will look at the keyboard shortcuts. And now we want to pick that shortcut. So if I open up here now, you can see I have Sideshowfx Premiere Pro version 2 Windows. And if you had more than one pack here already, like if you had the XL pack, you're going to be able to see a older version for that. But you can go ahead and install this in Adobe Premiere, and still your XL pack is supposed to work. They've only added new shortcuts inside Adobe Premiere. And again, this is the foundation for all of these sources to work. As we push those buttons, they will then activate those shortcuts and do whatever we want them to do in Premiere Pro. And thank you, Sideshowfx, for designing this pack and saving us all this time in creating all of these steps. So, okay, so I've choose that now. I'm going to hit save, hit OK down here on the bottom. And so now step one is completed. We've put the keyboard shortcuts in Premiere Pro. We've chosen it. And so now we're going to close Premiere Pro and go to the next step. And that means we have to have the software open. So make sure that if you do have, like I have the pedal here, the Stream Deck XL, and I have the iPhone. So you want to make sure you're not in XL. You want to make sure that you're actually in the profile that we're going to install those features into. So it is open. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go into that folder again and install these packs. So Travel, and from Travel, we're going to go down here to my folder where I put those downloaded files into Sideshowfx. We're going to install the Stream Deck Plus. And now we click on that pack. And now we're going to go into Premiere Pro. Now we want the Stream Deck profiles. So again, Sideshowfx folder. Then I'm opening my folder that I made for the Stream Deck. This is what you will find on your desktop once you unzip it. And if you wonder what that zip folder looks like, we'll go back in here to Sideshowfx. And I put my zip folders right here. So this is what the zip folder looks like. And you can see I have both folders that I downloaded from the site for the XL Stream Deck as well as the Plus. So again, those have already been unzipped on my computer. So this is what you're going to see. You're going to open this folder, then you're going to open the Premiere Pro, and then you're going to hit Stream Deck Profiles, and then you're going to choose Windows. Now I need to install each one of these. It's a little different on the Mac, but very similar. You just need to install each one of these. So what we're going to do is we're going to minimize this and pull it over here. And then I'm going to download and install each one of these. So I'm going to double click again, make sure that this profile is open for Stream Deck Plus, or it would be installing these in the other profile. So we're going to double click on each one of these and they'll install. There you go. You see number 1. There's number 2. Double click on number 3. Double click on number 4. Double click on number 5. Double click on number 6. And let's go to this look. Double click number 7. Double click number 8. Double click number 9. Double click number 10, 11, and 12. Okay, then we'll close that. And as I go through these pages, and I can just simply scroll back and forth, so I'll show you how I'm going to do that. I'm going to go on the Stream Deck, and I'm going to just count the pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And that's back to the main page. So now that we're back on the main page, I need to do some connecting here. So what we need to do now is I need to go up to this little icon. Let me bring that up closer. So we're going to go on this little systems icon, and then down here I need to click on profiles, and here they are. You can count them here as well. Let's come in closer to this. So you can see right now it's defaulting under the Premiere Pro main page, which is up on the screen right now, and we still have to connect these together. But first of all, I want to make sure that this is going to go to Premiere Pro, and that will be the application that will open up this profile. So I don't get a list here. If you have a Macintosh, you should get a list here. So I have to go to another location. So the way I do this is I'm just going to go down here to my Adobe app. Down here on the bottom, I'm going to right click, and then here I have Adobe Premiere Pro 2023. I'm going to right click on that, get properties, and here is the directory. I don't need the quotes on either side, so I'm going to copy all of that except for the quotes. Not get the quotes, hit copy, and then I'll just paste this up here. And you can see I'm already at that directory, so I just now need to click on the application right here and click open. And now you can see the default page is set to Adobe Premiere. So we can close that. So now we want to link these pages. So I'm going to start by clicking on page 1, and then down here I need to tell it where to go. So now what we want to do is we want to click on the manage page, and we're going to take it to right here. So we want this to be manage page. So now that's linked. So now if I click on the manage button right here on the Stream Deck, it's going to take me to that manage page. And then I want to click on the main page icon up here, and I want to take it back to the main page. So Premiere Pro main page. So step 1 is done. So now I can click that back, and it takes me to the main page. Now we're going to click on editing. On editing, we're going to go down here and choose the editing page. So Premiere Pro editing. Then I'm going to hit editing, and then editing has both going back to the main, so we do need to tell it to go back to the main page. So we're going to go back to main, but we also have a trim icon that didn't fit on the first page. So we're going to set the trim down here to trim, very bottom. So we set trim to trim, and now when I hit the trim page, it takes me to the trim page. And now on the trim page, I want to take it back to the page it was from. So we're not going to go back to the main page. We're going to go back to edit. So we're taking that back to the edit page. And now when I hit back, I'm back on the edit page. And then if I hit main, now I'm back on the main page because we set both of those. So we're linking these pages together. We'll go back to the main page. We're going to click on audio in the application here. Let me take you back to that view. Audio in the application, we're going to go down here and we're going to set that to audio. And so it's set to audio. We'll push the audio button. And again, we have the main back page, but we also have another keyframe page, so we have to link that. So let's go ahead and link. Well, let's do the main page first. This is going to take us back to the main page. So that's set. Now we're going to go to the keyframe, and we're going to take it to keyframe. Right there. So now we have keyframe set to keyframe. So if we go back to that, we go back to the main page. If I click on audio, then I click on keyframe. That takes me to the keyframe, and now we're going to have to set the keyframe back. This one right here, I can take back to the main page, or I could take back to the keyframe page. We're going to keep it on the main page. So if I click back, it takes you all the way to the main page, because we already have a keyframe page right here. So I can go to keyframes, or I could actually go back to the main page. So we have manage, editing, and audio set. Now we're going to go to the graphics. So again, back to the main page, we click on graphics, and we tell graphics to go to the graphics page. Okay, so back to graphics. We have graphics up here. We're going to take the graphics back to the main page. So that's all set. So now we can go back to the main page. We have graphics set. Now we're going to set markers. Markers here, we're going to take back to the main page. And we'll go back to the main. Now we're going to do multicam. Multicam goes back to the main page. And go back to the main page. Keyframes we already set up earlier. And now we're going to hit caption. Captions will take us to captions. So we'll click on captions, and now we're on the captions page, and then we want to take this back to the main page. So now we'll check each one of these on the Stream Deck itself. So let's cut to this view. So we click main. We're on the main page. We're going to hit manage. We're on the manage page. Go ahead back. We're going to hit editing. We're on the editing page. We can forward to the trim page. And then the trim page should take us back to, again, the manage page. And then we're going to go back and it takes us to the main page. So editing and trim is on here. So trim, if we hit back, it takes us back to the editing page. And now we're back to the main page. Now we're going to click on audio. Audio takes us to the audio page. Keyframe will then take us to the keyframe. Okay, so we're going to click on audio. Then we're going to click on keyframe. And then we want keyframe to take us back to the main page. Now we click on graphics. Graphics does take us back to the main graphics page. Now the graphics and title. Now we have two we need to do. And so we're going to click on align and go down here and take us to align. Now we'll click on align, and then we want align to go back to the graphics and titles page. And that takes us back to the graphics and titles page, and that takes us all the way back to the manage page. So we go back to graphics and titles. We want to set up color. So we're going to go to color. And now if I click on color, it takes us to the color page, and we want to take that back to the graphics page. And now if I hit back, we're on the main captions page, titles page, and now I go back and on them on the manage page. So we have all of these done. Graphics is good. Markers takes us to the markers page. Back takes us to the main page. Multicam takes me to the multicam page. But keyframe takes us all the way to the keyframe page. And because the main icon is on those two pages, we go back to the audio page, and back one more time takes me to the main page. And then captions, caption page, now I'm back. So all of the dials are set up. So that is how you install this profile from Sideshowfx. If you enjoyed this demo of how to download one of these profiles to fit your new Stream Deck Plus, please hit the like button. Join me live on Tuesday at 4 p.m. as we cover live stream tech and things like this. And you can even check out the unboxing video that I did live and set up of the Stream Deck Plus. Also, we would love to have you subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already. And again, in the next video, we're going to look at this profile kit in Adobe Premiere. We're going to take it through its paces, and don't forget, if you'd like to see it through its paces right now, you can click on the link in this description, or you can wait for my next video. The link in the description will take you to Sideshowfx's page, and that's who created the videos that I learned from, and you can learn from them as well. And obviously, if you do decide to get this Stream Deck profile from Sideshowfx, please let them know that you learned about their software profiles from Life Journey Production Studios. Again, I am Keith. This is Life Journey Production Studios, and I hope to see you in the next video.